Women's History Month is important to me because it is an opportunity to be very intentional about celebrating women's accomplishments and strengths. In our field specifically, in policing, those contributions from women can be overlooked. And I think that taking a month to focus a little bit on celebrating those contributions, those strengths, and those accomplishments is reason enough to celebrate.
Women's History Month is important to me because I think it is very important and vital to acknowledge the many accomplishments and hurdles that women have overcome. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything, and I think that's very important for the youth to see and for individuals who want to join the Michigan State Police to see as well.
In my career, I've been fortunate to have many positive female role models and people that have led the way from the time that I was a trooper all the way up until I became the lieutenant colonel. At the time she was a sergeant, Therese Kremani. I was a brand new trooper, and she kind of helped me navigate working the road as a female in a rural county. She kind of explained to me the importance of why you don't wear earrings and why you want to be careful about how you wear your hair. She really helped motivate me and remind me of the things that we needed to do that were a little bit different than what a man needed to do. She reminded me of how you earn respect and how to gain respect of others. And then as we move on, Inspector Bonnie Kanicki was a wonderful inspiration to me. After I became a sergeant, it was great to look at her leadership style and her ability to communicate with people and have empathy. And she was very positive, and she always had a message for you if you were having a down day. You could count on Bonnie to pick you up.
I met through this, and over my years, like a lot of great women in this department, I become privy to some of the stories, the backstories of women and why they came in. And one thing people need to realize, and women that are considering, is that many come in for highly personal reasons. You can't tell when we're in uniform, but there are situations we've dealt with, or sometimes home life wasn't ideal. When you survive something like that, and for some women, we're just kind of compelled to go into a service where we can maybe use that to help others. You can bring whatever happened to you that you overcame and use it to help others that were in your situation. Because you've been through it, it makes you're more relatable. You know what the deal is, you know what the questions to ask, and you know how best to help.
The challenges I see women facing today in policing is work-life balance. And I think a lot of people think that you can't have a career with the Michigan State Police and a life outside of the Michigan State Police. I'm a single mom. I've raised 2 boys. I have gone to law school while I was working the road full-time and was able to balance all of those things. You have to compartmentalize things and make sure that you are doing the best that you can at each position that you're at, but you absolutely can have a great quality of life at home and a great productive quality of life at work too.
I think that women face their own unique challenges depending on where they are in life and what outlook they approach their career with. One of the things that I have struggled with the most, and that I've seen some other women struggle with, is really embracing our femininity and our uniqueness. I think that we do bring unique strengths to the world of policing. And I think sometimes when you're so outnumbered by men, it can be really tempting to try to fit in. It can be really tempting to try to be one of the boys or to carry that weight of being the only woman on the range. And instead of having a chip on your shoulder like that, embracing your unique strengths and knowing with the utmost confidence that you are here for the right reasons and that you make a great police officer or will make a great police officer are the greatest assets that you can bring to this career.
So I feel that the Michigan State Police does a good job of showing support for women in a variety of ways, such as the Women Leading Change ERG. I'm a co-chair of the African American ERG. So it just goes to show that they support and stand behind women being in leadership positions when it comes to the department as a whole. It's very motivational to me to see that women can be put in leadership roles and be very successful at it. It just makes you want to strive to do better and know that you have the ability to get to that spot one day as well.
Truly the proudest accomplishment in my career is some legislation that I worked very hard on to protect victims of domestic violence. I worked very hard on how it was crafted, what crimes were included, and how those crimes and some protections interacted with laws that we already have to make sure that victims of domestic violence are protected as best as we can protect them. And I'm truly proud of that and the potential that that impact has on a greater number of people.
If you want it to be the change that we talk about, if you want to do something meaningful to help in your community, I think the best way to do it, I don't know that I could have done any other job or held any other profession to do accomplish some of the things I've done that I wanted to if I hadn't been a state trooper.
I love this department. I do not regret my decision to change careers and become a member of the Michigan State Police. It has been an absolute pleasure serving the citizens of the state of Michigan for 25 years. I've made some great friendships, and it's been exciting, it's been rewarding, it's been fulfilling, it's been all of those things that you want a career to be. And I feel very fortunate that I found it with the Michigan State Police.